One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cheek. Past the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, it's Mobley. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the play.
Booster. Freeze. Go.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Berry. Swamped immediately.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
2nd and long here. Might as well run him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And listen, QB job number 1. Take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this five-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Sweep, sweep. Q, Q. Ready, go.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Porter. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Delayed handoff. It's Mobley. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out wide left, it's Graham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gage. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The roar to keep them pinned in their own end. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Dragged down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Third and 6 yards to go. Rides to the back. Uh-oh, look out. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Paul. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes the pressure to his right. Escape. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Comes onto the field ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits the hole. It's Berry. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Punt is on its way. Going to field this one in tight quarters, and the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and long here. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long right here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. There he goes. He's at the 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Turns upfield. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Berry. They put the brakes on it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Number 20, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll open this drive, open to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught behind the line, it's Mobley. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so... Picked off! What a play to set him up! A They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Great place to start for this offense. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side is Bettis. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Tough run here. It's Young. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Churns into the pile. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
A first down run on the doorstep.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got his man down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
First down, he'll keep it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And that's a couple of mistakes already early in this football game, man. 2 fumbles by the QB. You've got to take care of the football. When you drop back, you start to feel pressure. 2 hands on the football. You can't continue to make mistakes like this. The defense capitalizes and recovers the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. That's caught. It's Young.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He fires one deep down the right side. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown LSU. The defense putting points on the board.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Nittany Lions coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They punt it away on 4th down. Trying to take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Paul. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Back to throw, it's Henderson. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick give, it's Osborne. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside. It's Osborne. Pulled to the ground.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback signaling to his guy. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Bowman. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Porter. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving, making the adjustment on the play. Got a little space. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Runs through a man. He might have space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Right side, it's Bowman. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wants to throw on first. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It's Berry. Nice move to keep running. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, looking for a man. That's caught. It's Paul. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got it, feet down in bounds. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out wide right, it's Mobley. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Left side is Porter. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They're all over it. And the pass down the left side, diving, caught. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rush right in his face. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Young. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Keeps it moving. It's Berry. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Taken down right away. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Right side, it's Burrows. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Rid of it on the RPO. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Well, so far, this 2-minute drive is exactly what you want. They are saving clock. Guys are getting out of bounds. They need a touchdown. And right now, there's just really good awareness of where everybody is on the field and the quarterback's making good decisions.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And the defense comes up big in a big-time moment, and we've seen it all game long, man. Getting to the quarterback, rattling him, sacking him, and again, in a big moment on 4th down, they do it again, and they are looking pretty to close this game out.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Berry. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the move. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been